Hello students, today we will start the next division of plant kingdom, that is Bryophyta, and in our last class we have studied about algae and we are continuing the chapter 3 of class 11 plant kingdom. So let's see how bryophytes reproduce, what is their life cycle, where they found, what are their economic importance, and how they help us human beings in various ways. So let's start. Here, bryophytes are called the amphibians of plant kingdoms. When I am telling you about amphibians, you must think about frog. You very well know that frog is an amphibian, but here I am telling you bryophytes are the amphibians of plant kingdom. Means those organisms. What is the definition of amphibian? Amphibians means those organisms who has the ability to survive or to stay both on land and in water. Amphibians can survive or can live both on land and water. So here all the species of bryophytes can live on land as well as water. So they are called bryophytes of plant kingdom. So bryophytes also known as gametophytes because their majority of life cycle is come through or spent through gametophytic phase. You can't understand, I will teach you later. So first you just simply understand bryophytes are also called gametophytes, means haploid life cycle. They show haploid life cycle, means haplontic life cycle. The two major groups we will study in bryophytes are, one is your moss and another is liverworts. We will study about these two different species, classes of bryophyte in details. So bryophytes are found, as I have told you, when we are studying about any division, any class, then first we have to know their habit, then its habitat, then its mode of nutrition, then reproduction and economic importance. Same procedure is applied for this bryophyte also. So its habit, as it come under plants, so this is completely autotrophs, and they are more modified than the species of algae. So here bryophytes, then habitat means when an organism, habitat is the place where the organism grows and reproduce, the natural place where an organism live. Like your home is your habitat, your surrounding is your habitat. So bryophytes habitat. Bryophytes can live anywhere, as I have told you. They can normally, they maximum grow in moist, shady places, moist soil or shady places. Their plant body is not so much differentiated, but they have root-like structure. They have no true root. Remember, bryophytes have no true root, but they have root-like structure, no true stem-like structure, no true leaf, but leaf-like structure for doing various activities. So root-like structures are called rhizoids. Rhizoids are thin, narrow, elongated thread-like structure which helps the plant body to survive or to stay, or it holds the whole plant body. So rhizoids are named as root in case of bryophytes. Next, they have leaf-like structure for photosynthesis, and their most important function, they help in succession of rocks and soils. What do you mean by succession? Succession means when there is formation of a new thing occurs, like primary succession, secondary succession and tertiary succession. So they help in the formation of soil for growth of higher plants. So this is habitat. Then mode of nutrition, as we know, this is autotroph. So mode of nutrition is autotrophic nutrition. Here nothing to be understand. Next is the most important thing that you have to understand very clearly, that reproduction in bryophytes. How bryophytes reproduce. Remember, bryophytes reproduce sexually by forming gametes. In bryophytes, the male reproductive organ is called antheridia. Male reproductive organ is is called antheridia, and the female reproductive organ is called archegonia. So remember, the male reproductive organ of bryophyte is called antheridia, where antherozoids, which are called male gametes, are formed, and the female gamete is called archegonia, where the egg cell is formed. As we know, male gamete moves towards the female gamete. Here, let's recall that bryophytes are called amphibia, means water body. They can live in water body. They use water body for transport of their gamete. Without water, they can't reproduce. So, for fertilization, species of bryophytes needs water body. So, I have told you here the male reproductive structure is antheridia and female reproductive structure is archegonia. Antheridia produces male gametes and archegonia produces the egg cell. Here, look the flow chart. Antheridium, here is your archegonium. Antheridium forms antherozoids. They move through water for fertilization. Here I written water needs for fertilization, because through water the antherozoids swims or flows by the help of water current and goes towards the archegonia, which is flat in structure, and after reaching the archegonia, fertilization occurs. So then after fertilization, zygote is formed. Zygote is 2n in number because gametes always haploid. N plus n here forms 2n. So after formation of zygote, the zygote goes through mitosis. Mitosis is one type of cell division. You will study later in this book in chapter 10. So zygote undergoes mitosis to form sporophyte, means 2n. The sporophyte is here written parasitic on gametophytic. It means the parent body is gametophytic. Here I have already told you gametophytic, as it shows maximum or majority time period by spending through gametophytic phase, means haploid phase. So on haploid plant body, the sporophytes grow, and again the sporophyte goes through meiosis. Meiosis means reduction division. Meiosis means reduction division, and through reduction division, the sporophyte produces 4 haploid spores. This is sporophyte 2n. Then it is from N, then N. So it forms 4 haploid spores. So this is 2n sporophyte. This is meiosis 1. This is meiosis 1. In meiosis 1, there is half number of chromosomes are divided. This is meiosis 2. Here again they form 2 gametes. Remember, meiosis 2 is equivalent with mitosis. Meiosis 2 is equivalent with mitosis. In mitosis equal number of chromosome is shared. Here also, see, this is N. This gives N. From 1 it forms 2, and here also from 1 it forms 2. So this is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Overall, at last, the creation of 4 gametes from 1 sporophyte. So 2n gives, so here number of spores are 4. So one sporophyte is able to form 4 spores, and the spores again grows as a new plant. Here the sequence is something different. When I will teach you pteridophyta. In pteridophyta, you can easily differentiate what is the sporophytic and gametophytic phase. So here plant body shows both sporophytic and gametophytic phase, and the whole plant body which should have to diploid here is not diploid. Here haploid, and the sporophyte is diploid, but it not grows as the whole plant. So it produces spores which is haploid, and each spore is again converted into a new plant. So spore is converted into new plant. So this is reproduction in bryophytes. Again, let's have a quick recap. This is your plant kingdom. Bryophytes, we have studied algae, which come under Thallophyta. Then bryophytes, it is also called gametophyte. Then it is divided into moss and liverwort. We will study later about moss and liverwort. For today, this is all about your bryophytes.